question I get asked a lot is why don't we have largemouth bass in the UK? They're an icon of America, but conspicuously absent here in Britain. Well, we actually used to have largemouth bass, and there is a slim chance that we still do. Let's get into this. Arguably, largemouth bass are the most popular sport fish in the USA, with anglers lure, bait, and fly fishing for them. This popularity was noticed by Europeans, and numerous attempts to introduce them happened from the late 1800s to post-World War II. Almost all failed, as although they can tolerate quite cold conditions, they need warm summers to spawn, and in the UK at the time, it just didn't have enough consecutive warm summers for lots of successful spawning. It's likely that they only spawned once in a while over a period of many years. Interestingly, largemouth bass are listed in a few of the British fish books, so it was at least fairly well known that we had them in England. Ironically, the largemouth bass that was stocked came from France, not directly from the US. So does that mean that we don't have any largemouth bass in the UK today? Well, it's not impossible. The most famous example of largemouth bass in England was Breach Pond, a 5-acre clay pit near Wareham in Dorset, which was stocked by Donald Leaney in 1935 with largemouth bass. This population bred and survived until the 1980s. So we know the fish must have had some successful spawning to have survived in the pond for over 40 years. No bass have been caught from Breach Pond since the 1980s, so it's pretty safe to say they aren't present in there anymore. Some surrounding ponds in the area supposedly had them for a little longer, into the 90s, but again, nothing more recent than that has been confirmed. A US Air Force base in Suffolk also supposedly had bass, as did a venue in Woking, Surrey, near where Leaney was based, but there's been no evidence in the last 40 years that there are still bass there. If they are on the airbase, it would be difficult to prove, as permission to get on would be hard. It should also be said that they never seem to be numerous in the venues that they were at, just the odd one or two being caught. Another thing to consider is that largemouth bass are voracious predators, and if you look in continental Europe, in Spain, France and Germany, where they are well established, they eat everything, so it's maybe a good thing that they're not widespread in England. Do I think that there are largemouth bass in fishing lakes in England right now? No, I don't. They're so aggressive, anglers would have caught them by now. We'd know about it. But do I think there could be largemouth bass in private lakes, off view to the public, or maybe even in private aquarium collections? It would not shock me. You'd be amazed at what people have claimed to be keeping in private aquariums to me. But without seeing any actual evidence, it can't be proved. If you enjoyed this vid, do like, share and subscribe. It means the world to me and it helps these videos get out to a larger audience. Comment down below what fish myths would you like me to cover next time. I'll see you in the next vid. Cheers. Don't forget, if you want to learn more about UK fish, do grab a copy of my book. There's a link in the description if you want to find out more. If you enjoyed this vid, why not check out this other video right here? If you can, please subscribe to the channel. It only takes a couple of seconds and it really helps me out. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.